Ladies and gentlemen, Six Fig Stock Trader here from YouTube, and we're going to be talking about a bombshell development with internet computer that really exposes some bad players that initially set up a plot to take down internet computer at the launch. This is breaking news right now. So we'll get into a little price action and chart analysis as well. I'm not going to cover this crypto leaks story in depth, but I do want to put together a summary video sooner or later down the line. So with that said, folks, let's go ahead and just check some things out. Now, this morning I dropped a video called Short Me Mommy, how FTX weaponized futures trading against the Ronin network and internet computer. FTX and Solana are big time players in this. So make sure you go and check that video out. Secondly, we got a tweet out of Dominic Williams today. Crypto corruption reaches the New York Times. This is huge, folks. I've been saying since early April when I did my investigative video that this was manipulated launch by FTX. We didn't know any other players until I just dropped that last video I was just talking to you about. And they designed a similar attack against the Ronin network as well. But Dom goes on to say the New York Times plus Arkham Intelligence. Is this really true? The video is compelling, stunning, gobsmacking, and horrifying. Professional defamation and market manipulation. Please comment, New York Times. I couldn't have said that better myself. So what is he referring to here? Well, he's referring to this Crypto Leaks article that just dropped today or yesterday. So basically what happened is somebody somewhere had some connections and went into like FBI, CIA mode to investigate all of this. So my hat is off to whoever you are because you did a killer job on all of this. And we're not going to go through this at a super high level. We're just going to touch on key points. And you can find the link to this case in the description and pinned comment. Basically, Arkham Intelligence created a big FUD report on ICP. Now, everybody knew it was BS, but now we are starting to see the truth come out about what exactly happened and how the New York Times ran with this Arkham ICP report and really made it a mainstream issue that ICP had rug pulled its investors, which I have never found a single shred of evidence in my own research. So with that said, it goes on to name a bunch of players within the Arkham Intelligence group. Now, we even have like videos, like this is something that you would expect to see like from the FBI or something, these recordings of insiders talking on video camera about who paid to have ICP damaged. One thing to really note here, folks, is that when Arkham Intelligence first came out with the Internet Computer Report, it was basically a team operating out of what appears to be a crack house in the outskirts of Austin, Texas. So this is like when you're looking for any red flags, when I look at like potential penny stocks, first thing I do, I look up the address. If I pull it up on Google Maps and it looks like some blown out meth lab that's like on the side of the road with an address on it that matches what I'm looking at for the company, guess what? It's a bunch of BS. And this is exactly what we're seeing here. So the Arkham team was backed by a billionaire investor to produce this negative FUD report on Internet Computer. As you can see, they operated out of this crack house. And then after the report happened, they moved their operations from Texas all the way to London, England. Now you got to scratch your head and go, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Well, they were paid an obscene amount of money, and they get to upgrade from the crack house to the mansion at $43,000 USD per month. Hmm. They fled the country. They're on the run. They're afraid of prosecution. Guess what? They are also probably afraid of big time legal consequences and really punishment from like the sex, stuff like that. Now, when Arkham went ahead and produced this report, Definity got hit with lawsuits, stuff like that. And it was a nasty thing. And this just added fuel to the fire of negative news around Definity. And we're going to just kind of skim over this. But one of the major things that's come to light, this Arkham intelligence guy, Miguel Morel, which was kind of the mastermind from what I gathered of this ICP report, in 2021, he says that he was not hired or compensated to release the report in any way, blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of BS. But then, guess what? We have video footage of some of the people that work from Arkham Intelligence going on the record. Who knows if they were even, who knows if they even knew they were being recorded here? But they basically had some wine and were dined, and they spilled the beans on what exactly happened. And then we got the major Arkham investor, Tim Draper, which is an American billionaire who is had an extremely successful run with cryptocurrency, and he's made an absolute fortune along with his son, Adam Draper. So I do think that since we got Arkham Intelligence funded by a billionaire, basically they were probably set up for life to protect Tim Draper's portfolios alongside his co-investors or his ring of investors. So this is like crazy stuff that you would have never thought. And so when this Arkham intelligence team moved to London, all of a sudden there's like all this crazy video footage of these guys hauling in hold dolls. And these are like $200 bags, and they're meant to carry heavy things. But what do you guys think's being transported in these bags? Money, probably. So once they got there, they were given a little cash to start up life again over there. Who knows? But you can see like this is super high level, phenomenal work on behalf of who put this thing together. I am just so blown away by this great work. We should almost set up some sort of ICP fund or something of that nature. If we can get in touch with them to compensate them possibly for pulling all of this together, because when I'm doing little videos like this where I'm researching stuff like this little 15-minute video or 12-minute video probably took me 30 hours of research, stuff like that, just to put together. So I could only imagine what this person went through to pull together a report just like this. So super interesting stuff. And we're going to talk about internet computer at a super high level right now, just to look at the price tags on stuff. But right now, I'm kind of suspecting that there may in fact be some sort of a Gartley pattern here. And I just noticed this today when I was looking at the charts, because I'm like you. I am a little bit down about the price. I am so enthusiastic about the internet computer project, though. I am just continuing to load my moon bag like 110%. Not financial or trading advice. So, what am I looking for when we throw up a bullish Gartley? Well, we are looking for, this would be the X point, this will be the A point, this will be the B point, this will be the C point, this will be the D point, and down here. And so what we're looking for is a method to predict where we can try to catch the knife. And again, this is super risky stuff. So when we look at this, I'm looking for point C to not go higher than this original point over here. So right now, this is what we would call a confirmation. So this is sitting good. And point C would have to at least pierce through this 61.8 level. So this is wonderful. And when we pull up this retracement level, I'm measuring X to A, and this point to this point. And we are looking for price action to not really penetrate more or less through the 786. When it happens, it happens. If it's a little bit, I don't really get too concerned about it. But I'm looking for a retracement down to the 61.8 to the 786 mainly. So right now, I would consider this a somewhat valid Gartley pattern. And when we look at this, we can go ahead and measure point B to A. And what I'm looking for is the 127% Fibonacci retracement or the 161.8 level. So my short-term prediction is that we will possibly see this $5.75 ICP. If that bottom fails, look out for this $5.23 and $4.49 ICP. Now, on the grand scheme of things, though, folks, we know that ICP is looking super, super good. And why do I say that? Well, we really can see that we are still holding the line, and we are holding this, bear with me, falling wedge, which is an extremely, extremely bullish sign to see. So when we see this falling wedge happen, you could see that, maybe this $4.50 level isn't too far out of the question, somewhere in there. But I do think that there possibly will be a double bottom really off this $6 mark. And that would be wonderful to see. But if we fall lower, keep in mind that those price points I just mentioned at the 127 and 161.8 are points to pay attention to. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video on ICP, and we are going to really keep our finger on the pulse with this crypto leak stuff, because this is like gold. And I hope that one day we can change the name of the New York Times to maybe the Definity Times after Definity gets done suing them for defamation. I would hope. But with that said, folks, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you guys all on the flip side.